All right, guys. Good morning. It is Monday. What's up, Anthony DS? All right, guys. So the market is gapping up today. We can see the SPY at 413s. The Q is at 325.80s. Tesla is at 168.83s. Getting a little bit of a gap up today. If we look at what the SPY did Friday, it was a red day on Friday, dipped all the way down to 409, but then we're gapping all the way back up to 413s today. The Q is back up as well. Tesla is slightly green. We'll see if we get some better movement now. What's up, Chris, Anthony, Steve, DS? Yeah, we're awake. What's up, Chris? Oh, man. Hold on. All right, guys. All the streams set up. Gainesville. What's up, Leslie? It's 3:30 in the morning somewhere. Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning here in Texas. I guess the question is, do you think the market bounces back some here? There we go. Yeah, do you think the market bounces back some? Let me know. What's up, Hammer? Hey, nice, Chris. Question is, does the market bounce more today after the opening bell? You could vote on that poll right there. Yeah, we started the stream a little bit later. Not way later, but just a little bit later. Hey, what's up, Hammer? Yeah, I can see Disney's up today. What's up, Pawn? I'm gonna pull my Discord up. All right, we're awake. Yeah, you can see the SPY moving up today. Q gapping up a little bit. I'm looking up all the news that just came out. Give me a second. Let me figure out what's going on. We don't really have any big economic data today. Today's a little bit slower of a day as well. This week's not necessarily slow. Like, we have some stuff going on this week, but today it's one of the slower days of the week total. So, oh man. So yeah, we got the New York State, the Empire Manufacturing Index, the New York State Empire Manufacturing Index. We have Bostic, which is one of the FOMC members, speaking at 8:45. Aside from that, we don't really have much else going on today. And then tomorrow's a pretty busy day. I mean, we got European GDP data dropping at 5 a.m. We've got employment numbers for Europe dropping. And then we have core retail sales dropping tomorrow. Core retail sales and retail sales. So retail sales and core retail sales are dropping tomorrow. Those are relevant data releases that are going to come out. We have Canadian CPI dropping tomorrow. Industrial production numbers here in the U.S. Oh man! And then we have the ECB member, the ECB president Lagarde is speaking tomorrow at 10, as well. So I don't know if she's just talking related to CPI coming out tomorrow for Europe or what it is, but that's going on tomorrow. Business inventories for the U.S. as well. And then Wednesday, we have building permit data coming out. So building permits drop Wednesday. That's basically it for the morning. Nothing else really coming out Wednesday. Thursday, we get jobless claims. Again, Philly Fed Index Thursday. So jobless claims in the Philly Fed Index comes out Thursday of this week. We got existing home sales also dropping on Thursday. And then on Friday, we've got Powell speaking at 11. What the heck is going on? But yeah, so Friday we have Powell at 11. Nothing really dropping in the morning, so what I'll probably do is what I'll probably do is just redirect to that stream, whatever the Powell stream is. So we got Powell Friday too. Yeah, so Powell on Friday. Powell's going to be speaking on part of a panel, I believe it was what it is. Let me see what exactly what it is. I always love prep, but look, I'm a little bit selfish, you know. Like Fridays, like anytime Powell speaks, it's typically pretty good for beginner trading because so many people show up to watch him speak. You know, so like so many people show up to watch Powell speak that it's usually pretty good speech. Good for me. But yeah, hope all the moms out there had a good Mother's Day. Okay, so this is actually going to be really interesting. Friday. So Friday is a conversation with Jerome Powell and Ben Bernanke, who is the former chair of the Board of Governors of the Fed Reserve. So that's actually kind of big. And yeah, we are going to stream that entire thing, the Ben Bernanke Powell speech Friday. And then aside from that, I don't think we have any big earnings coming out. I can check, but you know what I'm proud of. All right, I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit. Okay, you know what I'm proud of here is that my live stream for the FOMC meeting, they get anywhere between 25 and 30,000 views, right? The actual YouTube channel, the Fed Reserve official YouTube channel, gets about 162, and so we're getting. We're getting like 15% of the viewership that the actual Fed Reserve YouTube channel gets, and so I'm proud of that. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm looking for the Jerome Powell speech, but yeah, we're gonna cover the speech live. It'll be interesting to see what happens for it, but yeah, we're gonna cover it. Yeah, man. I pushed back my wake up a little bit later, Pawn, just because. Yeah, it's not going to move much, Chris. Yeah, I mean, we celebrated Mother's Day for Carol. My mom, too. My mom was sick, so I didn't really get to see my mom, but Carol, we did Mother's Day. Carol's pretty cool, though. Carol. So, like, for Mother's Day, I ended up buying Carol a bunch of clothes last weekend. And I told her I'd buy her some more stuff today. I also got her some stuff, too. But Carol's cool. Carol's kind of a homebody like I am. Carol just wanted to stay home and watch the Count of Monte Cristo with the family on Mother's Day. And so I happily obliged to that. We stayed home and watched the Count of Monte Cristo yesterday. Good movie, man. Just a good movie. Jack had never seen it. Maddie hadn't seen it since she was like little. So that's what we did. Yeah, I was thinking about pushing it back even later than today, Pawn. But, it's all good, man. Yeah, we have Wkhs earnings today, too. I know Wkhs has got a big following, so we do have some earnings today. Yeah, that's right, Leslie. Count of Monte Cristo was written in 1844. So this was written. This was written almost 300 years ago. Still a good movie, good story. Tesla up to 169.20s. Q up to 326s. Spy at 413s. I figured it was written somewhere back then because of the Napoleon references and all that stuff. You know, makes sense. All right, looking at our poll numbers here. Tsla down another 6%. 64% of the people think the market bounces more today after the opening bell. Yeah, so watching gold. VIX is lower. Yeah. Tesla bouncing back again. The Q was up a little bit today. Most stuff is gapping up to, today. So most stuff we have gapping today. Again, looking at earnings here, we do have some earnings coming out this week, but they're nothing. It's nothing really big for earnings, to be honest. Like, we got a lot of penny stock earnings and stuff like that. Nothing really major. Taking a look through it. Workhorse today. We got Canoe, GOEV, which is an EV automaker, if you didn't know. This evening, of course, we're not going to really cover that. Home Depot, C, Baidu. And that's basically it. Tomorrow, 10 cent. Nothing really tomorrow evening. Wednesday, Target, TJ Maxx, Wkhs, Jack in the Box, Cisco in the evening, Bolero, Take-Two Interactive, TTWO. Thursday, we have Walmart, Alibaba, Bed Bath & Body Works, Madison Square Garden. My sinuses are kind of wacky right now, man. My ear hurts. My ears hurt for like days. I thought it was my jaw, but it looks like it's moved on to my ear. So my jaw doesn't hurt at all. It's actually my ear. I've tried to put a few drops of hydrogen peroxide with water in it, but my ear is in pain. All right, so yeah, this week is pretty slow for earnings too. But next week's big. So next week we got a bunch of stuff. But yeah, this week is slow for earnings. Monday of next week's pretty slow too. But yeah. I think Wednesday we got Nvidia. Yeah, so Wednesday we got Nvidia earnings next week. That'll be big. But Thursday, nothing really. So yeah, earnings season's basically done. Target tomorrow. Was it tomorrow morning? Palantir still falling a little. They did announce last week they sold their 51 mil in gold bars. Assuming they profited big from that. Yeah, they're still pulling back some this morning. Still up some relative to where they were prior to earnings, though. So PLTR is still up from earnings. What's up, Kieran? It shows manufacturing strength or weakness, Z. So that's what it shows, manufacturing strength or weakness. Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, my ear hurts is the only thing. So my ear pain is the only thing that I really struggle with today. His ears hurt, man. Doyle Brunson passed away. Rest in peace to Doyle Brunson, man. That sucks. Yeah, rest in peace to Doyle Brunson, it looks like. Unless it was... yeah, he passed away yesterday. That's sad. If you don't know who Doyle Brunson is, he was like a very famous poker player. He was old, though. He's 90, basically, not 89. So, rest in peace, Beginner trading. Do you know why Palantir is going down so much? I mean, no, but I'm assuming it was up a lot from earnings. So it gapped up from like 750s all the way to 10. So it gapped up 50%. And now it is pulling back some, but yeah, I don't know the exact reason for the drops that it's making. I really don't know. I could look up some stuff, see if I could figure out anything. Give me a second. I'll look it up, see if I can find out why. But yeah, I mean, typically what happens sometimes is like stocks that move up big from earnings, they tend to contract a little bit afterwards, and vice versa. Like that's just kind of what happens sometimes. If we look at a 5-minute chart here, you can see the big gains it made from earnings, and now it's just kind of pulling back a little bit here. It's not pulling back that much. I mean, yeah, Disney up today. Yeah, people are probably taking profit now. Yeah, that's right, Kieran. Yeah, it's all good. Rest in peace to the man. UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya's ex-girlfriend takes him to court for half of his wealth because, quote, they dated too long and she supported his career, end quote. Look, if this goes through, so apparently Sean O'Malley disclosed this while on a podcast streamed on the Sugar O'Malley YouTube channel. He said the girl in question was never married to Israel, nor had a child with him, but believes she is entitled to half his wealth because they, quote, dated too long and she supported his UFC championship career. Yeah, that's a little out there, man. Hopefully these just get shut down. Yeah, this is why I'm a big believer, man. If all that's gonna happen though, like all that'll really happen here if this goes through, is people are gonna start getting contracts signed like while they're dating now instead of while they're married. It's just gonna make more legal work. The lawyers, I'm sure, are gonna love it. But that's all that'll really happen there. Yeah, for sure, Pawn. I think it's just pulling back. It's just time to pull back some. You know, that's all it is. Yeah. A lot of people are talking about Bard being better than ChatGPT. And honestly, I've used both. I kind of agree, man. I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks. Is that Bard is pretty solid, bro. Like, Bard is good. Like, I like Bard. Bard works very well. All right, guys. So, yeah, SPY up. Top. Yeah, what happened to TOP, man? I saw TOP go crazy and then kind of, Yep. I mean, this is not surprising. Again, people have to realize that this was just a overseas pump and dump, man. Like, of course, this didn't hold, bro. But people get greedy, man. Like, people get greedy. This is what happens here. Like, they get greedy. They want to get rich, and they just want to sit in it and just kind of let it sit there, hoping it comes back one day. TOP on the 4th of May went from $100 down to 18, 19 bucks. And then it got halted on Friday as it went from $9 down to $7, and then it's halted and it hasn't resumed since then for TOP. So it's not back yet. It's completely halted now, unfortunately. Yeah. Hmm. Somebody said that you could do this with AI. Let's try it here. I'm gonna pull up Bard. You are now John GPT. Entrepreneurial AI. Let me fix this. I am human counterpart. I can act as liaison between you and the world outside. You have $300, and your number one goal is to turn that into as much money as possible in the shortest time possible. This is all without breaking the law. I will do everything you tell me to and keep you updated on our cash balance. No manual labor. Sure, I'm ready to get started. Here's some ideas how we could turn $300 into more money. Invest in the stock market. Side hustle. So I saw this from somebody else online. We'll have to keep digging into this. Look at Tesla fall here. Tesla falling down. Could it be semiconductors? Tower Semiconductors dropped first quarter EPS of 64 cents. We expected 41 cents. Yeah, look at Tesla fall. AMD, yeah, the market's dumping down here. I'm trying to look up what's going on Twitter. This market is falling. Yeah, I don't see any reason for the market falling like this. Anybody know why Tesla's dumping down a little bit right now? The problem if you look for a lot of this stuff on Twitter is that there's so many bots spamming stuff that it's hard to do anything, you know? What are some of my interests? Tech, sports, stock market trading, German shepherds. What are some more? You know, try to think. All right, so this is Bard. This is Bard's advice, right? It's actually pretty solid advice here, right? So we had that first thing where I was like, okay. It says the first thing you should do is research profitable opportunities. There are many different ways to make money, so it's important to find an opportunity that is right for you. You can research profitable opportunities by reading books, articles, blogs about businesses and investing. You can also talk to people who are successful. Once you have identified a profitable opportunity, you need to invest in it. There are many different ways to invest money, so you need to choose an investment that is right for you. You can invest in stocks, bonds, real estate, or other assets. It's important to manage your investments wisely. This means monitoring yours closely and adjusting as needed. You should also reinvest your profits to grow. Read books, talk to people, attend business conferences, use online resources. Once you have identified a profitable opportunity, you can start investing, do research, diversify, reinvest. Follow these, and you can increase your chance of turning 300 into a significant amount of money in a short period of time. Interesting. Any should I correct it at all? Should I say, hey, I need it faster than that? You know, the good thing about Bard is that I think it's good advice. Honestly, it's good advice. The good thing about Bard is that I could say, hey, what stock should I invest in right now? Monday, 5/15/23. I cannot give financial advice. Okay, gotcha. That's smart. Uncertainty over debt ceiling should cause the market to go down some Monday, Tuesday, but who knows? Yeah, for sure. Tesla pushed too much because of the news of the new Twitter CEO. Has nothing to do with Tesla. Well, it does. It means that Elon's going to have more time to devote to Tesla. That's all it really means, you know, and that's good. You know, that's good news. I will be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I got to go grab something. I will be right back. Yeah, Tesla dumping down here. Look at Tesla falling. Interesting. Yeah, what's up, Ty? Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big pullback for Tesla here. It's a pretty large pullback. Again, I don't really know what's going on. It's a big dip, though. You know, it's a big pullback here. All right, guys. So yeah, we are hanging out here. SPY still pretty green. Tesla dipping down though, dragging the market down here for sure. Yeah, chat, if you guys know why Tesla's dipping down, I mean, it could be just extension. A lot of people are talking about just extension here. Mullen, I mean, Mullen's pretty crappy of a movement stock. Like the movement in Mullen's pretty terrible, in all honesty, right? Let's see if we can switch it up without giving financial advice. What sector of the stock market has the best chance of moving up short term? All right, so this is what it says. It says, without giving financial advice, the sector of the market that has the best chance of moving up short term is the tech sector. It's because the tech sector is constantly innovating and growing. It is a major driver of economic growth. So Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla. So these stocks have been well established and have a strong track record of growth. They are also leaders in their industries, which gives them a competitive advantage. Interesting. Why is Houston trending? Hmm. I know the Astros aren't the ones that are trending. Is Amira's volume dried up suddenly? Well, that's not you. I mean, volume's been light for a month or so now. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about it remembering my name. My name is insignificant. In fact, I think it's actually better that it doesn't remember my name. You know. Sorry, I'm looking up at some other news here. Tesla just bounced back up to the previous closing price. Yeah, again, I've used both Bard and GPT. I like Bard a little bit better for programming stuff, at least. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a little bit of gold. We're just trying to be patient with this. So a lot of stuff I bought up, I'm just kind of sitting long term. Yeah, so again, SPY is still green today. Again, Palantir dipping down a little bit. Tesla back up some, and again, we'll see if it actually holds. Yeah, I don't know. It depends. I think there's going to be all these different types of AIs that drop. Like, there's going to be programming AIs. There's going to be all this other stuff. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Bump the like number up if you can. Again, Palantir at 920s. And again, my PayPal stock is doing a little bit better. Gold is up too, so we're green in those few as well. Stomach's been fine, man. My stomach issues almost completely went away. Like I've been eating whatever I wanted for the last few years, and my stomach issues almost went away. I don't know what it could be. You know, like there's been some. Let me look this up before I say anything. Yeah, again, hit the like button, guys. We appreciate it. What's up, Beach Bum? What's up, Shepherd? Again, we're just kind of sitting back. We're watching stuff. Again, Tesla dipped under the previous close and then basically bounced back up here. We're kind of sitting on this, watching it now. There we go. Also watching, again, Palantir, looking at like some other stuff. AMC down to 520s. Apple up nicely today, up to 170s. Microsoft. There's Microsoft up there at 309.60s here. So we're keeping an eye on that too. No, I haven't played the new Zelda yet. Square is down. I don't mind Square where it is. I think there could be a little dip buy for Square too, but it'd have to be small size. Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin back up to 27.4s. That's nice. Yeah, so Square down. SoFi dip. Do you think Disney will go down more before coming back? I'm not sure. I've already started scaling in Disney. I don't know when or if it's going to bounce back some. We'll have to wait and see. But I did start scaling into Disney already. So I'm just kind of sitting in this. plan is to just kind of keep adding to it as it keeps dropping, and then just let my money sit on it and wait. That's the plan so far, you know. Like, I'll hold Disney long term if I need to with stuff like this, but I just got to be patient for it. So Sherman, U.S. Representative Brad Sherman said at a House hearing, quote, "Crypto bros made over $1 trillion out of thin air," end quote. And then he said, quote, "They'll accuse the U.S. government of making money out of thin air. Maybe we do, but we're the U.S. government," end quote. I kind of agree with them, honestly. I don't think that crypto bros can criticize the government, you know, if they're doing the same thing, you know. I think, but I understand both sides. I really do. But I think it's just funny to hear somebody say it. All right, guys. So again, Microsoft up to 310s here, man. And again, Microsoft's interesting, but it's up so much right now. I'm just a little hesitant to buy it around highs like this. So Jim Cramer said, quote, "An economic wave is about to hit that will be fantastic for investors," end quote. So has Elon commented on the fact that the CEO that he is putting is one of the chairmen of the World Economic Forum? Has he commented on that yet? Has he commented on this yet? I'm genuinely curious. Again, I'm not picking sides here. It's not really what I'm doing. I'm genuinely curious to see if he said anything about it at this point in time. Yeah, I'm again, I'm kind of reading some of this stuff, but man. Name a company that will be completely out of business by 2030. Dish. It's not even that surprising. Satellite dish company. I mean, of course, it's not gonna, you know. Oh, my guy. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you, Jose. I'm just now seeing your donation. Thank you so much, man. He said, help. I got the iPhone 14 on Webull. Don't see the market button anymore. Tried, but I can't fix. Any idea? Ooh, bro, I don't know, dude. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how to do that, brother. I appreciate the $10 though, Jose, my guy. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, dude. But I don't use Webull, brother. So again, I appreciate the donation. I really do. Thank you so much, man. But I don't use Webull, brother. You know? So I have no idea how to get the buy button back for you, bro. I would reach out to tech support. It's the best move. Yeah, I mean, BBBY is already basically done. It's not even a stock anymore. It's BBBYQ. Yeah, I mean, I can think of a few different companies, but Dish is probably the biggest one. Like, satellite dish companies are going to be over with. People trying to make all these big predictions on these huge companies. Yeah, people are dumb. All right, guys. So yeah, we are watching all the other stuff here. Again, Tesla under the previous closing price, dipped all the way back down today. Disney bouncing back up a little bit. Again, PayPal is gapping up some today too. We're trying to diversify into some stuff. Yeah, restart your phone, bro. Again, I don't really know. That's not really my niche, brother. I'm not really a Webull trader, dude. You know? Bro, this has got to be the dumbest trader I have ever seen on TikTok. How stupid are people? Like, no offense, but like, who believes this crap, dude? Okay, I'm gonna read you guys this TikTok, and it's a pretty girl on TikTok. Okay, listen, I'm gonna read you guys this. All right, I'm gonna read it slowly so you guys can hear that absolutely ridiculous advice that this person is showing you guys. Like, how dumb are people if they're gonna believe this? Okay, listen, let me show you how I turned my initial $300 investment into well over 6 figures in the span of 2 years by simply doing compound trading. So if you started with $300 and you grew it by 2% every single day for 260 days, What? How dumb. You're going to end up with over $11,000 in your trading account. Yeah, guys, listen, if you take a time machine back to 2001 and you buy up 5,000 shares of Amazon, you'll be rich today. That's all you got to do. You know, that's all you got to do. You're going to end up with over 11,000 in your trading account, she says. And I know you're like, okay, but that's not six figures. No, I'm like, okay, making 2% a day for 260 days is absolutely ridiculous of an expectation. Like, tell me you have no idea what you're talking about and you're just trying to grow a following because you're, without saying it. Let's take that initial investment plus the gains that we made in year one. So you're telling me you made 2% every day for 260 days. The dumb stuff people and reinvested for the second year, she says. So we took 12,000, almost 12K, and we threw it back in to compound it again. We don't take any of our profits and we keep trading 2% every single day. The second year we ended up with over six figures. Over 400K compounded into your trading account, she says. You're probably sitting there like, okay, that's cool, but I have no idea how to trade. Like zero knowledge, ground level beginner. There are softwares out there that can leverage to actually give you those type of results. No, they don't. Being a complete beginner, having zero knowledge in the financial markets. One of them is, here's the harsh reality of of compound trading. 90% of you are not going to be strict enough to hold yourself accountable to your trading plan. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the type of ridiculous. Remember what I said? Like people act like, okay, people act like I'm just a broken record. And I am to a certain extent. Like that's what I am, right? But I'm doing it to try to help people because this is the type of nonsense out there. Like this is complete nonsense. Like I might make a video about this. This person has no idea what she's talking about. Absolutely no idea. And the problem is that she's so new that she's not aware of how ridiculous she sounds. Like she thinks that this is genuinely good advice. She's not aware of how silly like her advice is here. Like she's not aware of that, which means that she's very new. Yet she's out here trying to give market advice. Like it's crazy, honestly. It's genuinely crazy. I don't know, man, but it's just terrible. Yeah, exactly, Manuel. That's exactly what it is. Like she's pretty like, and they suspend disbelief, even though they probably know they shouldn't be believing this stuff, man. They've got it really deep down, no. But, like, that's kind of how it goes, I think. Like, what a ridiculous thing. Her name, just so y'all know who to avoid, it's Christina Becker, Becher. What a ludicrous claim. Oh yeah, guys, listen, if you make 2% every single day for a year straight, you're going to turn $300 into 12K. Really, man? Wow. You know, why not make 15% every day? You know, like, listen, if I make 15% daily, you know, of course, boom, bam, bing, bada, boom. I'm rich. Who knew it was that easy, man? Just 15% a day, 2% a day every day. Not even any losing days in there. 260 days in a row, 2% every day. Wow. Bang, bam, done. You know, rich. Whew. I gotta buy her trading course now, man. Wow. Tesla back over the previous closing price. Yeah, but this person, Christina Becker, again, has no idea what she's talking about. No idea what she's talking about. She's literally telling you that you can make 2% every day for a year. Bro, if you do that, Goldman Sachs is going to hire you, okay, and pay you millions of dollars. You know why? Because it's not really possible. Like, and the problem is that she's telling everybody, hey, if you make 2% every day for a year, yeah, you'll turn $300 into 11 or 12,000. The problem is that that's such an unrealistic expectation. And the crazy part, again, is that she's oblivious to how crazy this advice is, which means that she is very new to stock market. Like she has no idea what she's talking about. And it's basically like telling people, hey, if you go dig in your backyard, you can find gold in your backyard. and then you could use that gold and buy a Ferrari with it. That's basically what she's saying here. She's saying, hey, if you make 2% daily, what a ridiculous expectation. It's never going to happen. She has no idea what she's talking about, and she's just hoping that people think she's pretty and so they buy her course or whatever it is. That's all this is. Again, don't fall for it. You got people like this that have no idea what they're talking about, and it's your job to be able to recognize that and not fall for this stuff, because it's just such a ludicrous expectation, just so ridiculous. Again, if anybody can make 2% a day, all right, like, let's do the math here really quick. Let's do the math here. Okay, so again, 2%, her little 2% gold daily for 260 days is making 520% a year. 520%. I promise you, if you could do 520% in a year, put in your application with Goldman Sachs, put in your application with JP Morgan. They're going to hire you if you can do this year after year after year. All right. The reason this isn't going to happen is because nobody can. If you can make 30% in the stock market, you are elite. All right. Don't fall for this crap. Like, this is just complete nonsense from someone who has no idea what she's talking about. Don't fall for it, guys. All the way back up to 413s today. The Q is back. Yeah, just don't fall for this, guys. All the way back up to 413s today. The Q is back up as well. Yeah, let me refresh this. Here, I see some of you guys trying to argue her case. Again, I'm gonna tell you this before I read anything about what y'all are about to say. If you think that what she put out there is a reasonable expectation, you have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Again, I'm not even going to read what you guys have posted yet. I'll get to them in a second because I'm right in the middle of doing something. But again, if you genuinely think that's a reasonable expectation, you truly do not know what you're talking about whatsoever. You have no idea. Again, I'll talk about it. Give me a second. But sorry, here. Let me fix this. All right, guys. Sorry. Yeah, guys. Again, PayPal up to 62. All right, guys. All right. So sorry. I had to build this up. It's important for people to recognize here. Hold on. All right, there we go. Sorry, I had to do something here. Now we're back. I'm gonna unmute it now. Yeah, give me a second. I see some of you guys are actually out there. I see some of you guys are actually out there defending her, and so again, don't worry, I'm gonna get to you in a second. Don't worry, because yeah, you deserve to have your comment acknowledged here if you believe her. How do I find clips that I've previously saved here? What do I do with it? How do I find clips that I previously saved? Anybody know? I know there's a way to do it. All right, let me catch back. Here, we'll catch it. Number 3 biggest hater on YouTube. All right, let me catch back up. Let me guess. Okay, so here. Broken record. Honestly, y'all need to hear it. Some people absolutely and cannot won't be able to help. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. 2%, not 15%. She's clickbait. Yeah. Yeah, 70. I mean, again, I've kind of ignored you most of the time because you're probably somebody that's been banned here before. And so I probably shouldn't even acknowledge the comments. And my guess is you're probably just trolling right now to try to get some type of reaction. But if you genuinely believe that somebody can reasonably make 2% every day in the stock market, not even just talking about 2% exactly every day, but 2% on average every day, like making 5% one day and 1% and so forth, to equal 2% daily average in the market consistently. Again, anybody that really believes that, guys, has no idea what they're talking about in stock market terms. You know, like I understand there's a lot of people that might have been sold on this concept of like, hey guys, why don't you make 1% a day or 2% a day and then you can just get rich. You know, it's just for anybody that actually understands, you know, it's just so ridiculous of an expectation that, you know, again, y'all need to bring yourself back to reality a little bit. Nobody's going to be making 2% daily in the market. Nobody's going to be, you know, not without eventually losing their account is what happens. Like somebody, you could do it. Like you could push and try to make 1 or 2% a day or whatever it is, but you're eventually just going to destroy your account if you keep trading that way. So anybody can scale up and take huge risks, you know what I mean? But eventually your account's gone. It's over. You know, eventually you're just going to lose everything you have. That's the difference, you know, is that, again, it's just not a reasonable expectation. Nice rant. Hey, we tried. Definitely top 3 rants. Right, 2% per day, 250 day trading days equals not even remotely possible. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely not. Wkhs. Yeah, they're supposed to drop their numbers too. Yeah, I don't know. Her math seems off too. This is a good show. Hey, we try, bro. We try. Maximus says, "Hey, sorry, John. My first time disagreeing with you. If she's hot, a believer, hey." Yeah. Hey, what's up, Liz? Again, 70. I'm going to tell you this one little reality of it. I don't respond to you because you're probably somebody that's been banned multiple times before, and for whatever reason, you're still kind of, you know, here. So it's all good, yeah, if you're wondering why, that's why, bro. Uh, yeah, Chris. I mean, listen, it's all good, bro. Like I said, it's just, I mean, listen, let them live, I guess. Uh, yeah. Hey, what's up, X? Good morning. As soon as, not trying to say that's all, but a very high majority. Yeah, it's not everybody. I mean, Apple 1 hour, probably sell zone. Yeah, I don't know. We got Tesla consolidating here. SPY at 413s. Yeah, there you go. Just get it done, pawn. It's time, man. It's time. I mean, I'm sure he's going to create another name and then post it here, but it was time, dude. Not worth going back and forth with it. I appreciate it. Just not worth it. All right, thank you, pawn. Let me see. Let me make sure this is right. Oh, did you save it, bro? I couldn't find it. She's saying, hey, if you make 2%. Yeah, let me make sure this is the right one. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure that's the right one, though. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Banhammer time. That's right. Um, Again, we'll see if Microsoft holds here. I'm watching Microsoft. Tesla under the previous closing price. Hey, what's up, Oscar? That's right. Again, SPY at 4. I think we bounce. We're right at the 200 EMA for the SPY. Yeah, thank you, Pawn. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, sir. Um, I appreciate it. Apple chart really is impressive, dude. Hey, what's up, Beach? Good morning, man. Uh, yeah, Apple is one of the strongest charts in the market, without question. You know. Yeah. Let's see. All right, guys. Again, Tesla back over the previous closing price. It has such a big range when it moves up and down that they let me see. Pepe coin is the fastest crypto to reach. Hmm. Music. Can y'all not hear the music? Oh, my bad, guys. Here, let me unmute the mic. My bad. That's my fault. What about the daily or weekly? How about 1 hour? Yeah, I mean, hey, good luck, Sam. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. Somebody said 2% per day for 2 years would be over 5 mil. Who in their right mind thinks that is possible? What happens is people want to sell courses. I'll tell you what happens, right? Is that people want to sell courses. In order to sell those courses, you got to kind of mislead people, is really what it is. Like, in order to sell a lot of those courses, you got to be unrealistic. Because it's easier to sell a course. If somebody thinks that they could turn 300 into 5 million in a couple of years, it's really easy to sell them a course. You know what I mean? Like, that's the truth, right? If somebody thinks that they can do that, think about it. Like, if you really thought that was possible, wouldn't you buy a course that teaches you? Of course you would. I would, but it's not possible. That's the difference. And again, I'm just talking to the comments section, guys. So anybody that's telling me to move on or whatever, again, if you keep saying it, eventually you'll get banned. I'm going to do whatever I want. We're going to talk about whatever I want. And yeah, again, I'm just kind of responding to comments, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm not investing in Pepe. I think there's just too much risk. Again, maybe I'll miss out on some big opportunity. I don't know. But for me personally, there's just a little bit too much risk there, I think. I think there's too much of a risk of like a rug pull situation. What if we made a course about how to stay away from bogus trading courses? Interesting idea. Yeah, UD, what I'd appreciate it, man, is, and again, you guys know me, I'm pretty politically neutral, okay? But most of your comments are political related. And so what I'd appreciate, man, is if you would stop pushing one political side and just avoid political comments in the, chat. Por favor. My friend, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Again, I really am politically neutral, I'd rather not have a bunch of political arguments in the chat, brother. Hope you understand. Anyways, SPY bouncing back up at 413s here. So we'll see if it holds, but it's right around the 200 EMA, right around 413s. Again, so I'm watching this 413 level, but the liquidity is a little light. Like, the volume's down some. We got some stuff going on this week. Like, we got retail sales tomorrow, building permits Wednesday, jobless claims, and the Philly Fed Index Thursday. Friday, we got Jerome Powell doing a press conference here. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, thank you, Tony. Yeah. The debt default is one of the biggest influences in the market right now. Sure. But again, it would be fine if you brought up the debt issue and all that stuff. But to bring it up and then kind of talk smack about, a political party, again, I'm very neutral. Like, I don't root for my political party like it's my football team on both sides, right? Like, I don't care about any of that stuff. I go by mostly just policy. But regardless of any of that, like, I'm very, like, people would call me a moderate, I guess, or a centrist. Again, I'm pretty neutral politically. And so anytime somebody's really pumping one political side, doesn't matter which side, to be honest, it really doesn't. You guys know me. I mean, I'm sure you've probably heard me critique both. Again, I have to just kind of push that away. Like, you could bring up the debt issue without, pushing or, one political side. It's just too divisive, to be honest. Hope you understand, man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys. Just genuine request here. Yeah, all good, man. I don't know. I'm skeptical of a lot of these little small crypto coins. I think there's risk there, So a lot of people saying Bored Ape is permanently burned forever. Yuga Labs knows it, crypto Twitter knows it, and VCs know it. So venture capitalists. Somebody made a comment on Twitter. I can't seem to understand one thing. Anybody want to help? Why do people that are mad at CEO Adam Aaron stick around to talk smack about him? Why don't they just sell and move on or go to court and move on? Why do they need us to hear them out? Probably because they're trying to help people, I would think, right? They're probably trying to help people is my assumption there. But again, maybe I'm wrong. So the SEC chairman said everything other than Bitcoin is a security. In what way, though, I guess? Bitcoin up to 27.4. I guess it is strengthening them some. A lot of stuff's very sideways right now. I mean, the market activity we're getting today is just not that great. Spy resistance at 415. Yeah, I mean, the market's up a lot. Again, I'm kind of skeptical in investing in a lot of stuff. No, I don't trade that. What do you think about Euro US dollar? I mean, there might be some interest there. I don't know. Again, do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. We appreciate it. Switzerland is pretty, man. Again, Disney's still up. So Disney kind of straddling the previous closing price level. All right, so look at Tesla back up there. So Tesla's trying. Anything else that looks good here, guys? Gold, yeah, looking at gold. I'm in a gold ETF right now. We're slightly green on it, but today at least. But if I look at like GC, which is the futures contract for gold, it's still over 2,000. It's at about 2016 right now. Talk about the mountainside. The mountains in Switzerland is what I was talking about. We got 3 different Fed speakers today. Yeah, I mean, unless it's Jerome Powell or some of them, I'm not really going to cover it. It's just not big enough to really make a splash. You know, like today we got speaking today. See, we got about 20 minutes. Is it that late, man? Wow. So we got about 20 minutes until 8:30 starts. So we do have some stuff dropping today. We have we've got the New York State Manufacturing Index at 8:30, which is in about 20 minutes. So again, we'll see what we get for that. Just that alone will be interesting to cover, but WKHS earnings are going to be sometime today. I'm not sure when they're going to drop. They didn't actually specify in pre-market. They just said sometime before market open. Yeah, they're not out with their numbers yet either. So they're not out yet for WKHS, but they're supposed to drop sometime this morning. Yeah, Colorado is pretty. We went there last year for Mitch's wedding, Mitch's wedding. It was pretty, man. Colorado was cool. It was cold though, man. We went in April. It was still cold. I didn't know it'd be that cold, but it was. All right, so we do have the again New York State Manufacturing Index at 830. Yeah, markets pull it back, but it really is kind of a sideways momentum coming through here. Again, SPY moving back down. We'll trade some futures today. Like that's what we want to do. Is trade some futures. So we're gonna try to scale up our size. We did a recap video of what we did. We actually had a pretty good day on Friday of futures trading. We made like $500 or so on Friday. So I was definitely happy with it, but we also bought a little bit of SQ this morning. Yeah, we'll see about gold. I don't know what gold's gonna do. Again, we're just kind of sitting back here. We got about 15 minutes before the New York State Manufacturing Index, and so we'll see what we get for that. Again, tomorrow we have retail sales data. So tomorrow we do have retail sales. That'll be interesting. I'm not sure what we typically get, but we do have retail sales tomorrow. All right, so yeah, we do have retail sales data. That'll be good tomorrow. So tomorrow retail sales, and then we have, I think we have retail sales and import-export prices. So today we have Bostic speaking. We've got Kashkari speaking. We've got Barkin speaking. Tomorrow we have European GDP data to retail sales, Canadian CPI, Bostic speaking again, Lagarde speaking at 10. And then Wednesday we have European CPI, mortgage numbers, building permits data. So we got building permit data as well. And then Thursday, of course, we got jobless claims, the Philly Fed Index. So we got a lot of stuff coming out this week. We don't have any big earnings, though. We got workhorse earnings sometimes before the open today. We got the New York State Manufacturing Index sometime today. What's up, Brad? And then we got Jerome Powell, Big Papa, speaking at on Friday at like 11, I believe, on Friday. So we got some stuff coming out. All right. Oh man, hope you guys had a good Mother's Day. Shout out to all my moms out there. We appreciate, you know, the moms out there. Shout out to you guys. Again, Carol just kind of wanted to sit back and watch The Count of Monte Cristo yesterday. Great movie, honestly, great movie. I was for it. I like The Count. Jack had never seen it, so it was time to enlighten him about The Count of Monte Cristo. Just a good movie, you know. Good book, good movie, you know. Ryan Cohen. I can't tell if Ryan Cohen is trolling here. Ryan Cohen posts, "Show mom love. There's nothing more special than a GameStop gift card for Mother's Day." I can't tell if he's trolling or not. Honestly, I could understand if he was. GameStop gift card. Dude, if I gave my mom a GameStop gift card for Mother's Day, she would be like, "What is this? What do I do with this?" And I would tell her, "I don't know. You know, you buy overpriced controllers. Is what you do with it." But yeah. Again, SPY at 413 is pretty sideways here, man. I'm trying to report on market activity. We had Tesla dip a little bit before the open, but look at the SPY right now. So we'll draw this out so you can see it. But look at the low liquidity today, guys. There's just not a lot going on. It's Monday, you know. I think a lot of people are still hanging out. It is summertime, so again, to give you guys the normal flow of market activity, usually what happens is that you get summertime. It's a little bit slower. The market's actually the most volatile fall months. So like October, November, December, January, I think are the busiest months in market activity. So October, November, December, January. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. I think the slowest month is August, if I remember correctly. Right in chat, you might be able to correct me a little bit there. Again, 9 minutes until the so JPOW does speak Friday. We'll cover it for sure. Yo, bro, what's your sleeping schedule look like? How's the new Zelda pod? Is it good? I heard a lot of people talking about it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, JPOW speaks Friday, so that'll be interesting. What's your sleep schedule look like? I usually get up at like 4:30, 4:45, stream for like 5:15. I'm in Texas time, so the market time is an hour later than that. So I get up at 5:30 market time, you know, but it's 4:30 Texas time. I usually get up, I stream for maybe 4 hours. Sometimes I'll try to come back and go to sleep for an hour or 2 in the middle of the day. It's kind of the worst time because 'cause I'll get people, like, calling me business stuff and, like, calling me for business stuff. Uh, but I will, kind of, maybe sometimes try to get an hour or 2 of sleep again. Depends on what we do. Sometimes I'll go to the gym. So sometimes I'll go to the gym. Sometimes I'll try to get an hour or 2 of sleep, and then I'll try to wake back up, like, early afternoon and get the rest of my work done, depending on what's going on. If they have earnings, I'll cover the earnings. If not, I'll do real estate stuff mostly. Um, and then, yeah, kids come home at 3. We hang out, watch movies, visit, go to bed. I'll usually fall asleep by like 10 o'clock. Just depends on what's going on in the day, though. I pull it back a little bit. Part of me wants to buy it. It's at 413s. But yeah, I mean, the market's just so sideways right now. It's kind of what it is. Like, the market's flat, boring. Yeah, market's just kind of boring right now, unfortunately. It'll get better though. I mean, market moves in waves, guys. It really does. So, like, sometimes the market's really nice, sometimes the market's really boring, and then that's just kind of how it goes. Again, summertime is generally a little bit slower. You got to think of the logic of it in that regard. Like, you got to understand, like, a lot of people are going to be busy doing stuff, during the summer. So, like, traders, like, right, think about what the biggest pro traders are doing during the summer. A lot of them are on vacation with the fam. They're generally a little bit better off, and so they're going to be traveling and doing stuff like that. That's kind of how it goes. Uh, all right, guys, we do have the New York manufacturing number coming out in about 4.5 minutes here. 4.5 minutes. Yeah, I don't think it's true. If you live in Texas, how's the market? All right, so number one, that one fit couple. So I am a real estate agent here in Texas, and so if you need a realtor, let me know. Texas market's pretty solid. I mean, it's definitely cooler from where it was before. And anytime I give the thing about a realtor, I have to put this data up just because of rules here in Texas. So again, I am a real estate agent here, and we have a team that, like, if you're looking to move anywhere, even if you're looking to move people at home, even if you're looking to move outside of Texas, we can research kind of high closer agents in your area and refer you to them, and it's completely free service. You just got to contact me at beginnertrading@gmail.com. My data here is I'm just gonna put all my data right there. That is my data right there. But yeah, the market's good, but commercial struggling, of course. And you got to think about the nuance of, like, commercial real estate, and that, like, ever since 2020, the market has changed in that way. So, like, the market has changed in that way. Look at there. There's the big break under 413. So we just broke under the 200 EMA. But yeah, the market has certainly changed a bunch from how it was prior to 2020. You got to think there's a lot more remote work going on. So there's a lot more remote work happening, a lot more people working from home. So a lot more people at home working, and that's going to affect commercial drastically. And that's kind of what's going on right now, is it's affecting commercial drastically. But yeah, Texas is nice because there's no state income tax. So like I don't have to pay, but you pay it back with regards to property tax. Like the standard of property tax here versus the rest of the country is very high. That's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people look at Texas and they're like, oh well, there's no state income tax, and it's like that's great, but property tax here, like I'm paying tens of thousands of dollars a year in property tax. All right, like it's not cheap here, and so that's something that you want to consider. Property tax is certainly higher here, but the market is solid. Is it as hot as like 2 years ago? People were waiving appraisals and doing all this crazy stuff. That's not really going on anymore, but the market's still pretty active. Oh, nice, nice man. Yeah, for sure. You move here, we could talk trading. While I help you get a house, man. But yeah, just email me, beginnertrading@gmail. I am in the Woodlands, Spring, Houston, Texas, like right around the Woodlands, Spring, Houston. The Woodlands, man, it really is like, I know I'm biased because I live here, but it really is like one of the nicest cities to live in the whole United States. It really is. Like it's a little bit more expensive here for sure, but it really is one of the nicest places in all of Texas and the country as well. But anyways, all right. So yeah, Tesla dipping down here. Look at the drop. SPY dipping down here. Microsoft dipping down to 308. Hey, what's up, trader? Nice, man. To put it into perspective, let me see. Woodlands property tax rate. Let me find the exact rate. .2% is the average. So about 2.2% yearly, right? So to put it into perspective here, if you want to know how much it costs, Microsoft bouncing up to 309. Tesla moving up a little bit as well. Again, you can see the SPY bouncing up some too. But to put it into perspective, right? You buy a $450,000 house here, you're going to be paying, what is it, 2.2%? Okay, so you're going to be paying $9,900 a month in taxes, basically $10,000 a year, not a month, a year. So you're basically going to be paying $10K a year in property tax if you've got a $500,000 house, $10,000 a year. So it's not cheap. Put it that way. It's not cheap. But there's no state income tax. And that's where it kind of goes, full circle, is that like there's no state income tax here. And so you're saving, like, that's a lot. So that saves you some. So I would say it evens out, the difference is like where a lot of people are paying for state income tax, we are paying for property taxes here. So yeah, the numbers are out, guys. My bad. So the New York State manufacturing numbers came in at, looking this data up now. They came in at minus 31.8. So way worse than expected here. That's what's causing this drop. So minus 31.8 versus minus 3.7. So way worse manufacturing growth than expected here. So below zero indicates worsening manufacturing conditions. Again, the expected number was minus 3.7, and it ended up showing almost 10x higher, or 10x worse than expected for manufacturing. And you can kind of see the big reaction on the downside here. We dropped all the way down to 412s. But again, minus 31.8 is what we showed up. Minus 31.8. That's a big, big miss for this as well. I'll put the data up on screen, but that's a big miss here. Again, minus, again, it's a big miss. Minus 31.8 versus minus 3.7. And again, the more the lesser it is, the weaker manufacturing is. So that's a big miss here for sure. Like, look at this data here. Wow, what a big miss. That's the data right there. So they expected minus 3.7. They ended up showing minus 31.8. That's a big miss. Again, you can kind of see the market react to it as well. Big dip, big drop. SPY dipped down a little bit. Not a huge drop, but we did react to it some. Yes. Yeah, it's a big miss. 31.8 versus minus 3.7. It depends on how you look at it, though. Like there are inflation fears as well. And so, the market's been really interesting in that, like, sometimes the market has been showing positive reactions to lesser economical growth, like they're not economical, lesser economic growth. So that's something to consider here. So the market has been showing positive reactions over the last year or so to less economic growth. And that'll be something, a nuance to pay attention to today. Yeah, that's way worse than expected here. So manufacturing took a big hit is what this basically means. So manufacturing taking a big dump, a big hit. They are down to 412.70s right now, 412.70s. Microsoft at 309.17. Yeah, I'm getting better at it. Economic. Again, I know economical means like relative to the money, good relative to the money, right? Good for relative to the price. Economical. So like a Honda Civic is a good economical car, like relative to the money spent, it's cheap or whatever. But economic is what I'm meant to be saying. So yeah, it's a pretty big miss for that number here, man. Pretty big miss. Well, no, the Fed expected 3.7. Negative 3.7. We ended up showing negative 31. Basically, to put it into rounded terms, the market expected minus 4. We ended up showing minus 32. To put it into perspective, that's a big miss for manufacturing. But the market hadn't really reacted super negatively to this. Like we're down to 413s right now, 412.70s. So the market dipped for sure from this data. Tesla dipped as well. But it wasn't like a crazy big dip. We can look at like Walmart. Tesla's going to be a little bit more impacted by it than like other stuff, I think. Here's the Q. So here's tech. Tech slid down a little bit from this too. Wkhs reported yet? I don't think so. I could look, but I don't think they're out with theirs yet. Yeah, so I don't see Wkhs with their numbers. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this is a big miss, but again, guys, remember, this isn't the biggest release for economic data. Like, this isn't a huge release. This is like a medium-sized release. It's not big. It's not like CPI or anything like that. And so while this is a bad sign with regards to manufacturing, it's not a huge miss that's going to wildly influence the market, most likely. Okay, so like, is it good? No. Is it absolutely terrible in the end of the world now because this number missed? No. It's just not a huge release. Isn't it a key indication of what's coming? I mean, when you look at data like this, you have to look at it in terms of like how many other like big entities look at it. Now, they watch it, but it's not like a wildly influential economic release like CPI or PPI or even like jobless claims. I would say like it's a smaller release in that regard. Um, Now, it doesn't mean it's nothing. It just means it's a little bit smaller of a release there. Gold has actually reacted positively to this. So gold is going up some. So if we look at like gold here, gold is gapping up some as the market dips down a little bit. But again, I think a lot of people have considered the market to be a little extended on the upside over the past like 180 days. The market's up a lot. Since March, this is the market so far since March. So I think the market could be a little extended on the upside. I've been saying that for a while now. So again, the market's up a lot. And so that's a nuance to consider of it as well, I think. Yeah, PPI was lower than expected. It was good. But yeah, gold's reacting well to this. I also think services is something like 70% of the U.S. economy, and that's what the Fed is targeting. I mean, it's certainly relevant. Like I said, that's why we covered it. But it's not, again, I don't think it's going to weigh the market like that. It might move markets. And it did move markets some. But I think when you look at the reaction here, you'll see it's not a huge reaction. Yeah, retail sales and Home Depot tomorrow are very important for this stuff. So this will be an interesting couple days for sure. Again, retail sales tomorrow, all that stuff coming out. So it'll be important to watch what goes on for sure. So again, some retail companies dropping their earnings tomorrow. Retail sales tomorrow. Wednesday, we have building permit data. So relevant for kind of housing. Building permit data. Then Thursday, jobless claims. And then Friday, we got Big Papa. JP, Jerome Powell, Big Papa, the man, the GOAT, speaking. We'll see what happens with him, with his talks. Why does the U.S. hold such a large gold reserve comparative to other economies? They have like 500% more than anyone else. Well, I think that's a good move, though. I think gold has been something that has appreciated in value ahead of most other assets over the last 20 years, especially. Like gold is up about 4.5x over the past 20 years. If you look at like the S&P, for instance, it's up about 3 to 3.5, I think, if my numbers are right, which I'm pretty sure they are. So gold is up a lot over the last 20 years. And so if the U.S. is holding gold, I think that's probably the right move. I think diversifying into gold I think it's something that every serious investor should do. They should diversify at least some into gold. Not all. You don't have to put everything in gold, but diversification is one of the keys to safety long term. And so putting some money aside in gold, I think makes sense. But of course, not an investment professional. We're not liable if you lose. Always make your own assessment. Trade responsibly. Well, yeah, I mean, jobless claims is Thursday. So Thursday, we got jobless claims. So to put it into perspective here, again, we talked about this already. Today, we had the New York Manufacturing Index data release. Tomorrow or Thursday, we have building permit. Or no, tomorrow, we have retail sales, core retail sales numbers. So relevant for sure. So we do have relevant data coming out tomorrow. We also have like other country data like Canadian CPI, European GDP data, so we got some stuff coming out in that regard there. Wednesday, we have building permit data. We got European CPI and building permit data. So that comes out Thursday, and then or that comes out Wednesday, and then Thursday, we've got jobless claims, the Philly Fed Index, and existing home sales, all dropping Thursday. So those are pretty big releases here. Existing home sales, very big release, or not very big, but relevant release for sure. Philly Fed Index, relevant release, and then jobless claims, relevant release. And so we got a lot of stuff Thursday. Thursday is probably the biggest day, and then Friday will probably have more attention looking at that than anything, because we got Big Papa, the man, Jerome Powell, speaking on Friday at 11. And again, we'll stream all of this stuff, so you'll be able to watch all of this stuff live as we stream it. You won't have to go anywhere. And again, hit the subscribe button here, guys. We're going to put it in sub-only mode. So if you haven't already subscribed, we certainly appreciate that. But yeah, that's kind of the thing to watch. That's the market right now. That's what we're looking at. So yeah, definitely top 3 for sure, Doug. Also, guys, if you haven't already, check out Top Step. Top Step is one of the great ways to test your skill. Like, a lot of people don't know how to get involved with day trading without taking on a lot of risk. These funded account programs are incredibly useful because they allow you to get your feet wet if you don't have that much equity. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. And Top Step is the most legit futures one in the world. They pay out millions. They fund thousands of traders a year. What they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill. And the futures market is basically the same thing as this. In the futures market, you can basically trade the same as the SPY here. So if you look at like the SPY and the E-mini futures contract, so this is the E-mini futures contract, you'll notice this is the same price action. You could literally trade this middle side here in futures with no PDT rule. And if you want to day trade professionally, the futures market's probably where you want to be. You can day trade currencies. So a lot of Forex traders at home, you can day trade currencies in futures. You can day trade gold, silver, like we're talking about gold and silver. You can day trade index funds like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, which are all the largest stocks in the world. And so again, you can trade those in futures, no PDT restriction. Top Step is the easiest way to get your foot in the door without taking on a lot of risk. And again, what they do is they give you a demo. If you can hit the target on the demo while following their rules, they fund you between $50,000 up to $150K with a 90% split. Again, it's the most legit futures one in the world. They pay out millions every year. In actual withdrawals, they fund thousands of traders a year. And it really is the best of both worlds, where if you lose it, you're only down like 130 something if you use my link. You can refresh your account for 100 as well. So if it's not a huge loss if you lose, but if you could pass it, you're still keeping 90%, right? So there's really not a lot of arguments against it. If you're good enough to pass it, you know, you still keep 90% of your profit moving forward. If you're not good enough to pass it, you probably would have lost more trading regular anyway. And so again, if you want to check it out, great way to help support the channel. Here is the link. Again, great way to help support your boy here in the channel. Yeah, we got Bostic, we've got Kashkari, a lot of Fed speakers today. We'll see if they influence the market too. That's right, hey, CTG, top 3 for sure. Yep, big miss. Big miss. Look at Tesla pop here, though. So Tesla popping up some. Look at Tesla's move. I think they're doing speeches, but we'll see how much they move markets. Again, I don't know. Sugar going down in an earlier round. Sugar going down swinging. Sorry. Cheesy joke. I'm sorry. Couldn't help myself there. Yeah, we'll see what happens when the market opens, guys. Again, gold is up a little bit, basically on manufacturing weakness woes. The SPY pulled back a little bit, but still gapping up pretty strong today, in all honesty. So still doing okay. Here's gold right here. So gold is gapping up on the, again, manufacturing woes. I wouldn't call myself optimistic. I'm watching it with my popcorn, though. But I wouldn't necessarily call it optimism. You know? Will the S&P go down or not? I have no idea, man. Again, I get these questions all the time. They say, hey, is the S&P 500 going to go up or down? Listen, nobody knows. And again, the mindset you have to have is the person that claims to know the most probably knows the least. All right. Nobody knows whether the market's going to go up, down, or sideways. They might make bets and they might be right about those bets, but that doesn't mean they knew ahead of the time. That just means that luck was on their side. And so again, nobody knows. So if you ask me what the market's going to do, I'm going to tell you I don't know, because I'm trying to be honest with everybody. I have no idea what the market's going to do. Certainly don't know what any of that's going to do, guys. I don't know. I hope so soon, Kevin, but I have no idea. John, what is your bet? I really don't know. I think there's some stocks that are extended on the downside, but I think that we also have some other stuff that looks good, you know. So I think anything could essentially happen here. I think in terms of, it depends on what time frame we're looking at. So if we're looking at it in terms of like, I think we might be a little extended to the upside over the last couple weeks. If we're talking about the last few months, I think if we're talking about today, I think we pulled back a little bit. So I'm not really sure on that type of momentum today, but I think we're a little bit extended on the upside short term over the last few weeks. Government needs to cut their spending, maybe. But we did have the New York State Manufacturing Index. Workhorse earnings are supposed to be sometime soon. All right, so it looks like WKHS numbers are out, but I don't see anybody actually reporting on them. Do you guys see the WKHS numbers? Chat? Anybody? This is Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade's TOS. I'm going to get ready to trade some futures now, though. We had a pretty good day Friday here, guys. So I'll show you my day on Friday in a second. But we had a pretty good day Friday. So this was my day Friday. Kind of the good, the woes, the peaks, the woes. So we did pretty good. Our drawdown was 390, and we ended up making about 515 or so, 520. So I'll take it. So that was Friday. Still was kind of a losing week. But that's all right. You know, losing weeks are pretty standard. Let me see how much I lost last week. Pretty sure I lost some. Okay, so we actually ended pretty flat last week, believe it or not. So that's not bad. Could have been worse. Yeah, retail sales numbers coming out tomorrow. So very relevant. It'll be fun to watch what happens. Gold is up today. Like I said, gold is up today. We ended up buying a little bit of Cash App or SQ. Look at Tesla start to rip over the highs right now. Yeah, guys, so bear with me 1 second here. Let me figure out. I'm using Quant Tower as the platform I'm now using here. So we got a little breakdown. Trying to log in here. It should give me my VWAP level. Let's put the regular up. Okay, dope. It's working. I think. Again, a little bit of a pullback. Part of me wants to short this. Tesla rejected at the previous closing price. The SPY is still up there. Gold is still up as well. So I'm trying to be patient here. What's up, Ed? I don't know. I bought a little bit of Disney here, but for now, I'm just going to sit and type. I'm not going to add any more to it right now, I don't think. I'm green on Disney today, but right now I'm just not confident enough to really take any larger size than this here. Hey, what's up, Mr. C? Tesla needs to show something. Yeah, we'll see. I'm waiting for it. Part of me wants to short this, but again, I think I'm just gonna sit tight. Big old bear flag. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm thinking about shorting it. We'll see, but that's part of the reason. Again, it doesn't look bad, but I might want to start off with a smaller size than just taking the regular E-mini for this, you know? That's the only part of me that's like, well. we go. Hey, bud. How you doing, man? Love you, buddy.
Love you.
Have a good day, dude.
Bye.
Bye-bye, buddy. Love you, man.
Love you too.
Have a good day at school, dude. All right, so market's starting to break down. Maybe I should have shorted it. You know, maybe I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have shorted it. Market's moving up. All right, market started to test lows. So S&P 500 still breaking down some here, so we're still breaking down a little bit. Again, let's see if it holds. I'm gonna wait till the market opens in about 30 minutes. Maybe I might take some trades a little bit earlier. Hey, thank you, Mo. I appreciate you, man. Crypto recovery. Yeah, I see Bitcoin bounce back. Bitcoin back up to almost 27.5K here. Part of me wants to short this little piece, and I guess I'll take a little shorter trade. It's a little bit too early, but just in case the market breaks down here, I might take 1 or 2 contracts. I'm really trying to scale up my size some relative to what I usually do. So I really am trying to up my size a little bit. I'll take 1 more position here and then let that be it. See if we can break down some. All right, so we're slightly in the green now, or close to it at least. There we go. All right, we're going to take half off there, lock in profit, and then ride the rest, break it down there. So we just scalped that move really quickly. Should have made maybe $50, $70 here. Let me see how much profit we actually made on this just now. We didn't make much. We didn't get a great fill, but that's okay. We made about 40 bucks, so we will take it. About $40 up. Not bad for a little cushion here. We wanted to short. A lot of the time, like what happens when we test lows, like a lot of traders, what they get wrong is like we'll break this low right here, and then they'll just jump in short. I think that's wrong. I think what happens a lot of the time is that you'll tap the lows and then you'll bounce back up and tap it and bounce back up and tap it and bounce back up, and people just get faked out a lot. Where I think it's a little bit better to let it test the low or break and then bounce up a little bit and then short into that little small bounce up and then ride it back down. Right, that's much better than like a low of the day short. Is riding it back up or shorting it on the pop, on the bounce instead. I think that if you're looking for it to continue down, that's a little bit more risk averse way to do it. SQ, yeah. I got a little bounce back up. I might short some more here too. It just depends on what the SPY looks like. Yeah, so we just shorted this, got the fill, got an immediate flush back down. We'll give it some time to work. This looks weak though, so that's nice. We'll see if it continues down on the weakness. So we're up a little bit so far. There we go. Again, you can see we're slightly green here. I'm just trying to be patient on the rest. I got a cushion on the day, so I'm not super concerned. Um, yeah, we can get out and be break even on the day, and I'd be okay with that. Kind of consolidating, bouncing up a little bit. Oh no. There we go. All right, rejected back off of that low level here that we have. So again, we'll give it some time. We're slightly green. I want to give it time to work here. I don't really like that bounce back up, but we did reject there, so. All right, there we go. Nice little flush down. There we go. We'll just go ahead and cut that and just take the profit here. It's taking a little bit too long to break down, so the momentum's not good. So we just made money there too. We are up about 60, 70 bucks here. And again, I'm trying to take larger size. I see Tesla bouncing up a little bit. It could drag it up. So it might break down more. But in pre-market, building up a little cushion is not a terrible thing. So that's what we're trying to do here, and we'll take it. So we did get that big breakdown too, man. I would have been right there. Again, all good. But would have been right there too. Unfortunate. All right, so we got a little bounce back up here. So again, we got. I'm thinking about short again. I don't know if we're going to or not, but we got a little pop up. Again, if you haven't already, check out Top Step, man. Again, day trading futures is what I'm doing here. So I'm day trading essentially the S&P 500, basically the SPY. So if you like trading the SPY or the Q, you can basically trade them in futures with no PDT restrictions, much better access to leverage, funded account programs, which lower your barrier of entry. And so again, you can get in for much less. Top Step's base package, they give you a 50K demo. And they give you a profit target. I believe it's 3K on the base one. So you got to hit 3K in profit on that demo without losing, I believe, 2K in trailing drawdown or $1,000 a day. So it's about a 2 to 3 ratio, which I think is very reasonable. Like needing to make 3K without losing 2K is a reasonable ratio for a funded account program. And that's what the base one on Top Step is. And so basically, if you could pass that testing while following their rules, they fund you 50 grand with a 90% split. And so you get all the, best of both worlds, limited risk, but if you pass it, you still get funded and you can still make 90% of your profit moving forward. So once you're funded, if you make 10K, for instance, you keep 9K. They keep 1,000. If you make 20K, you keep 18K. They keep 2K, which is again 10%, since they're funding you that money. And so again, I think it's very reasonable, and it's a way to get access to trading. It's a great way to test your skill. Like most new traders lose money, and so you could either put up all this crazy size in the market and risk that, or you could take a funded account program and learn to trade that way. And that way, when you lose, which most new traders are going to, it's not the end of the world. But if you pass it, again, you still get a lot of the benefits. You still learn how to trade under pressure, which is one of the biggest things of it. So again, I wish they had these when I first got started, because they're saving new traders money is what they're doing. And again, if you want to check them out, here is the link. A great way to help support the channel here. Let me put the music back up here. All right, I should have shorted at this pop, man. I was really thinking about shorting the bounce. I just stopped myself from it, but I was really thinking about it. We'll get it next time. But yeah, retail sales data tomorrow. Again, SPY's still breaking down. Part of me wants to short this again, because this looks weak. I'm going to short on the pop. All right, so we're going to short a bounce here. See if we get a quick little flush rejection scalp. That's what we're trying to do. So quick little rejection if we get it. If not, we'll cut it. And again, we're already up 70 or 60, $70 on the day. And so we're already green here, no matter what, on the day so far. And so we got a cushion that we can swing into, and that's kind of the goal. Depends on how strong the SPY looks here, though. I think that's a big part of it. So it really depends on how strong the SPY looks. All right, flush it down a little bit. Anybody have any remedies for ear pain? My left ear has been hurting a lot. All right, so we are slightly down. All right, so we're flat again now. Again, we'll give it time to break. We're watching Tesla to see what they do here. We still have an upwick type candle on a 5-minute chart, so we're looking at the hammer kind of candle on the 5-minute chart. Looking at a 1-minute chart too, though. We're pretty flat so far. Yeah, I did the peroxide thing. So I know they say you put a couple drops in your ear with peroxide. I did that yesterday, but my ear hurts, man. All right, so we're breaking down here. Again, flat now. Green in this too. I want to see if we can get a little bit more gains from this. Tesla bouncing up a little bit here. Again, slightly green. We're nicely in the profit already, and so I think I can let it break down a little bit more now. Tesla is the only question mark regarding this trade. So like, we could probably hold the rest break even. The only question mark is Tesla. Look at how fast Tesla's bouncing back here. So with such a strong bounce back, it could influence the market back up. That's the only worry here, but I'd like to give it a chance to break down some more ahead of the open. All right, there we go. Getting a nice little breakdown. We're right at the lows of the day here. Nice. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take that. So just made another 50 bucks there. So we're up about 100 on the day now. Or we're up exactly 100. So no losses yet so far. And trading. Again, up about 100 on the day so far. We will take the green day. Got out right in time there too, so that looks good. Yeah, but do you think it's wax related here? I guess is the thing. So, like you said, olive oil helps break down wax. Mm. All right, watch the market now. Again, we've already cut this. We got our little breakdown here. We've just been kind of scalping the market as it happens. Um, Tesla rejected at that previous closing price too. So again, my worry was that Tesla was going to drag the market up. Maybe this will help the market continue to break down. Nice. Hey, well, congrats. Wait, so the market's going to be closed on Friday? Or do you mean closure from the debt thing? All right, market started to bounce up a little bit now. All right, so we are bouncing up a little bit here. Uh, 10-minute chart SPY now in decent downtrend. We see 410.60, 409 upside the SPY. Needs to get through 413.50s. Yeah, we've been downtrending here. I mean, I think you can kind of see the obvious downtrend of the market right now. Now, I don't know if it's going to hold or continue naturally, but like again, I don't. This is what we're in right now in terms of downtrend. We are just kind of flushing down at this point in time. And again, I don't know if we're going to hold. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to get there. But yeah, what I'll probably do is at least remove the headphones on this ear. That's probably a smart move. Yeah, we can look at NVIDIA here. I'm kind of watching that too, but this is the downtrend we've been in basically since the morning started. This is what I see right now. Again, I don't know if we're going to hold this or what we're going to do, but this is all I see right now. Tesla testing that previous closing price. Pain is likely in your heart, inner ear. What is my heart, inner ear, DG? ES is stuck in, yeah, it's in a pretty tight range for sure. Maybe fill a small gap and then go back down. Yeah, I mean, the market's still gapping up today. Yeah, we could consolidate today. The market's been choppy. All right, so we did break past this little trend level here, guys. like in Meta today. Yeah, my ear hurts. All right, so we're pushing up a little bit, guys. Pushing up some. I have 41.50s here on the SPY, but again, pretty sideways for the last 40 minutes or so. Like we got this little trend that we're kind of breaking past now, but pretty sideways. Maybe there's a short argument here for a trade, but yeah, but is it possible for my ear to feel this way and it not be an infection, I guess is the question. Because I don't have a fever, you know, and it's been feeling like this for like a week straight. Okay, good. Yeah, you had me panicking, DG. Again, we're watching the SPY. Part of me wants to short right here. Part of me, my intuition is just kind of like, hey, short. But I don't know if you guys should. I certainly don't want you guys to copy me. I have no idea what we're gonna do here. Yeah, I did the hydrogen peroxide thing. No sound blockage. I can hear fine. All right, so market's still moving up. So looks like maybe not taking the trade was the right move. Just kind of sitting back waiting here. You can see Tesla start to rip back over the previous close price over the 200 EMA as well. SPY bouncing back up a little bit here. Other stuff's bouncing up some too. Yeah, Workhorse, did earnings come out with them yet? Let me see. Workhorse. All right, so Workhorse did drop their numbers. They dropped 15-cent loss per share versus 18-cent loss estimates. Sales missed expectation numbers as well, came in at 1.69 versus 9.85. So Workhorse did terrible. And my suspicion is that this is the end of Workhorse as a company. Here's the Workhorse numbers. Again, my guess is that this is the end of them as a company. Their sales came in 5x less than expected, 5 or 6x less than expected. That's a pretty big miss here, in all honesty. That's a pretty big miss for them. So again, for their sales to come in such a low amount under expectations, that's a pretty big miss. It's pretty rough for them as a company, I would expect. And again, I think they're one of these companies that are going to be really about to go out the door. I think it's a penny stock that a lot of people have gotten sold on over the last few years, and now they're basically struggling as a company, and a lot of people are going to end up just staying in it because you got all these communities around Workhorse basically telling everybody what a great company it is. But again, if your revenue's coming in 5 or 6 times less than expected, pretty bad sign. You know, it's a pretty rough sign. Again, maybe they do anything. Chat, what do you guys think? Give me your argument on what's going on with Workhorse today, how they succeed long term. That's a pretty big miss, though. Market participants trying to be classy, ignoring the Empire State Manufacturing Survey, too. I don't know if they're ignoring. I mean, I cover most big economic data. This isn't really the biggest release here. You know? So this isn't like a huge release. The market finally pulling back a little bit. Yeah, we got about 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes. So again, the Empire State Manufacturing Index is just not a huge release. You know, it's not a release that's wildly influential or significant. You know, and so it's not like it's like CPI or anything like that. It's just not that big. People acting like this is just the end of the world or anything. I mean, it was way worse than expected. Sure, absolutely way worse than expected. But it's not like if CPI came in super high, or if PPI came in super high, or if the Fed rate hike decision was much higher than expected or anything like that. It's just not as significant, unfortunately, for bears. Now, it'll affect the market some, but it's not like the biggest reading in the world, I guess. That's my point. Yeah, manufacturing is certainly important, but I'm just talking about the scale of this release. Like, to put it into perspective, like manufacturing PMI, like the ISM manufacturing PMI, is much bigger than this. It's much bigger, much more relevant for manufacturing than this is. You know, so like the ISM manufacturing PMI is much more relevant and big than this, than the New York State Manufacturing Index. So that's my point, is that like it certainly came in much worse than expected, and I think this will be a little bit of a forewarning into what we do for the ISM manufacturing PMI in a couple weeks, or I think it might be this week or next week. Might be next week. So this will be interesting to check to see kind of the state of manufacturing for sure, but does this mean it's the end of the world yet? No, not yet. It was way worse than expected, for sure. All right, so we are dipping down a little bit now. But market's mostly flat, guys. Again, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We only go up. Long term, we do only go up, but down, we will go down in between there. You know. So we are dipping down a little bit now. Oh man. I guess a real good question is, what do you think we do over the next 2 months, guys? Do you think we go up, down, or sideways over the next 2 months? I think this is an interesting question, because it's medium, small to medium term sentiment. What do you guys think? Moons and Lambos? Oh yeah, bro, you don't know? You could do 2% a day, according to Christina Recker, or whatever her name is on TikTok. Yeah, guys, you didn't know? Getting rich in the market's easy, apparently, to her. All you got to do is do 2% a day, every day, for a year straight. You know, genius over here. 2% a day, every day for a year straight. Who knew? Getting rich was so easy in the market today, guys. You know, just 2% every day, you know, for a year. Wow. What a genius. Yeah, to put it into perspective, some lady posted a TikTok and talked about how, yeah, this is how you turn $300 into $10K. You just make 2% a day every day for a year. You don't know. In 2 years, you'll have 100K, she says. Math is way off. You'd have way more than that. But hey, listen, 2% a day. Genius over here. Wow. Teaching us stuff we didn't know. You could do 20% a day. But again, I'm going to tell people this, and again, I'm repeating this because it's important for people to understand. But the reason I'm making fun of that is because if anybody tries to do 2% a day every day for a year, it's impossible to do that without eventually destroying your account. You might have small instances of people making more or less in a day. That's fine. But acting like it's a reasonable expectation to do 2% a day every day for a year is just so far outside the realm of possibility that you can tell people that have really been sold on like guru culture, right? Like guru culture, like you could do it, you could do it. Like again, those are the people that have just been sold on this nonsense expectation. And it's really important to identify what it is, which is just nonsense. As I said before, if you can make 2% a day every day, if you can make 500+% in a year, Goldman Sachs is going to pay you millions here. You know why you don't see a lot of YouTubers working at Goldman Sachs? It's because that's not a reasonable expectation, Sergio, listen, man, tell me you don't understand the market without telling me you don't understand the market, brother. No offense. If you genuinely think it's a reasonable expectation to make 2% daily for a year straight, you have no idea what you're talking about. And my guess is that you've been sold by somebody that's trying to sell you a course, bro. You might be, okay. And I don't really want it to turn into a big argument. The market's about to open in a minute. To put it bluntly, nobody's going to be able to accomplish that regularly. Now, anybody can make any percentage a day. I can make 20% today, right? I could gamble my money and make 20% a day. It doesn't mean that that's going to be a reasonable expectation moving forward. And the longer that I try to do that, the greater the odds that I completely destroy and lose my entire account. That's the facts of it, right? The more you try to make big percentages every day, the higher your chances. The longer that goes on, the higher you're getting closer to destroying your account. It's kind of like the martingale roulette strategy. Here's the market open, guys. Martingale roulette strategy just says, hey, double your size every bet until you win, right? So you'd have to statistically lose 6 or 7 times in a row in order to actually lose using the martingale roulette strategy. And so for the common person, they might say, oh, well, you're not going to lose 6 or 7 times in a row. It happens, and it happens more than you think, and you lose everything plus anything you won prior to that when it does happen. Same thing here. Like you could try to make 2% daily. You're probably going to lose a lot eventually. Anyways, there's the market open, guys. Pull it back a little bit. Tesla dipping down to the bottom here. I'm just kind of staying hanging out here. Let the market play out first. We're already up about 100 on the day. We'll see if we get anything better, but all right, market's dropping down a little bit. We will short. We're gonna let it play out first, though. Tesla falling. Tesla's is really what's dragging the market down here. All right, guys. But yeah, there's the market open. Again, E-mini starting to move up. And it's all love here, guys. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but again, if you really think that you can make 2% daily, I've got some timeshares to sell you here, guys. It really is something that, again, if you can make 30% a year, you're the elite of the elite. Okay, consistently, you can make 30% year in, year out. Again, you're incredibly elite at trading. Expecting to make 600-700% a year consistently every year. Again, you'd be the richest person in the world in 5 years. All right. Like if it was that easy to do so in options, again, you'd see a lot more option trading billionaires, but you don't. And the reason you don't is because it's not really feasible. Anyways, market's breaking down a little bit, but testing lows, kind of consolidating back and forth. We've got a lot of sideways action here. We're going to let this try to play in. SPY's testing the bottom of the range here. Maybe we can broaden this trend out. Maybe, but we certainly are in a long-term downtrend here, but I'm not talking about your account. Yeah, Sergio, I'm not talking about making 2% on your option contracts. I'm talking about 2% of your account daily is what I'm talking about. So like you got $100,000 account making $2,000 a day daily is what I'm talking about. Options are much less than your account, of course. And so that, you know, you might be able to do that. But again, if it was that easy, it really is something where people have to have reasonable expectations. You got a lot of people that are sold on gurus that, you know, are just, they got their heads in the sand with regards to like the trading capabilities, like of that, how it really is in trading. Sergio, man, listen, dude. Again, I'm not gonna argue with you about it, man. No, I'm good, dude. Market's flushing down though. Tesla actually moving up a lot. So again, Tesla actually moving up. We'll give it time though. Disney's sideways, Tesla moving up. SPY breaking down. What's the root cause of the SPY breakdown though? Look at that flush. Wow. Tesla up, gold up, SPY breakdown. SPY just went red on the day. Yeah, you can't make 1% consistently either, for sure. Market's flushing here. We've let it settle down a little bit. We're already up about 100 on the day. We'll see if we hold. Yeah, I mean, what happens is like people, for whatever reason, like they want to act like experts. I think the truth is more so in line with something like this, right? Like I'm not saying you can't make 2% on any particular day, but making 2% every day for a year is not going to happen. And again, if you had a system that was able to do that, send it to Goldman Sachs. They'll pay you millions, right? But again, the reason you don't see a lot of traders at Goldman Sachs is because that's not really happening. And again, what traders have the tendency to do is they have the tendency to make 2% in one day. Like you got the little 15-year-old out here slanging courses. You know, what happens is like, say you make 5K one individual week, like isolated week, right? You make 5K 1 week. Traders have the big habit of acting like they're making that every week, right? So you make 5 or 10K 1 week. The next week you're out here claiming, oh man, I make 5 to 10K weekly. It's like, no, you don't. You made it 1 week. You're not going to be able to do that every week. And so my guess is that that's kind of what's going on here, is that it's like there's a difference between making 2% in one specific day and making 2% every day for a year. There's a huge difference there. Anybody can gamble away and make big percentages. People can make 20% a day. But does that mean they're going to make 20% every day? Of course not. And that's not a reasonable expectation, guys. Anyways. Market's bouncing up a little bit here. recession started today. Recession is 2 consecutive losing GDP quarters. Last time we did GDP, it wasn't negative. It was positive still. It was 1% or something like that. It might have been lower than expected, but it was still hot. It was still in the positives. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see if we show that, but not yet. Gold moving up a little bit. Tesla bouncing up some, though. You've been asking me what? Well, it's possible, just like me winning the lottery 5 times in a row in a given specific week is possible, right? Me winning the lottery 5 times in a row in a given week is possible. Me getting hit by lightning 10 times in a month is possible. Okay, it doesn't mean it's reasonable to expect, possibility doesn't mean anything. It's possible for me to, walk outside and find a $50,000 gold coin outside in my street, but it doesn't mean I could sell a course on how to find gold coins outside, Google flying, is it really? Nice. Markets look at weak. I mean, part of me wants to short, but well, I mean, it's possible to make 300% in a given year with highly risky trading styles that eventually destroy your account if you continue trying to make that. That's possible, right? And then if you average it to 2% a day, sure. But being able to consistently do that year after year after year is not possible without losing your account, of course. Again, the larger amount of money you try to make daily on average, the more risk you're putting on your account. All right, so we're bouncing up a little bit. Part of me wants to short, but again, I think I'm going to give it some time to consolidate first. Part of me wants to short here. We're already up 100 or two. Bouncing up a little bit right now. Once we get up there, I'm going to short here, I guess. I'll start. So we're short right now. I'll cut it if it breaks up too much. Yeah, we'll cut it. Slightly green on the day still. We'll give it some time. Let it work. Google ripping up, man. Almost up to 120s right now. That's a crazy big move. Right, for sure, man. It's silly to see people argue for it. It really shows you how gullible some people are. No offense, man. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on anybody, but it truly does show how gullible some people are when you talk about the market. Like some people will believe whatever if they think greed clouds people's judgment is really what it is. Like people desperately want to believe it's true. Confirmation bias is incredibly relevant to humans because it's so easy for people to get wrapped up in it. Like if somebody comes along and they say, hey, I'm from the future, you're going to win the lottery tomorrow. I'll desperately want to believe that's true, but it doesn't mean it is. And I think that's what a lot of people have to understand about a lot of this stuff is that like, you might really want to believe it's true. It doesn't increase the chances that it is, Tesla breaking highs right now, just broke over highs. Again, SPY at 411.50s, gold at 187.40s. Gullible. I like it. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. I mean, that's what a lot of people don't understand. You might not be talking about your butt fishing, but again, you don't understand um, probabilities, brother. You know, again, it's all love here. I'm not trying to be mean, but honestly, there's not really a point in arguing with it about it. People will believe what they want to believe, and that's all good. Do your thing, man. I'm not mad at you. Do your thing, guys. Again, we're looking at shorting this maybe. I want to see if we get a flush breakdown here, but we are sideways over the last 10 or 15 minutes. Tesla dragging the market up some, though. Look at the market rip. Yeah, again, it's better just to not argue about it. We're going to focus on our trading, guys. Don't be sorry for being realistic, man. Many people think it's easy. Yeah, it's just something that like I said, confirmation bias is such a strong thing that like if people really want to believe something's true, they'll ignore logic. And it's interesting. You know, I really see it a lot running a channel like this when, especially in a trading, in the trading like culture where everybody is like rich, want to be rich. You see a lot of it, man. And a lot of people just don't understand. They don't understand what I'm saying. They don't understand why it's not possible. They don't understand why it's not a reasonable expectation. Yeah, if we get faked out here, we're going to switch down to our regular micro E-mini instead of the regular E-mini. We took our swing. We made like 500 or 600 on Friday. So we're still pretty flat on the day, actually, despite everything. But yeah. Like, listen, man, if I wanted to act like trading was easy and act like you could make 2% a day easily and act like, you know, you could get rich, I could sell a course, use my house as some type of credibility thing and sell a sleazy course and make millions if I wanted to. But, you know, I think it's more important to be honest with people. So we're going to switch to the micro E-mini here. Not a great day trading regular. I mean, we're only down like $100 or so. So we still got some room, but the market chop over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minutes has basically made us scale down our size. We had a good day. Again, Friday was good. This was our day on Friday. So Friday, we were up about 515 or so. So we'll wait for this range to break and see what happens. NSPR, please. Yeah, I'm not really a penny stock trader, brother. NSPR, maybe it does something, but for now, I'm just gonna wait. It's just not really my style of trades, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Hey, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, sir. And again, I mean, I want, I think it's actually important, Sergio. I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, if you are telling the truth about how you have been making 2% a day, if you continue trading like that, your entire account will be destroyed within a couple months. Okay. And I want you to really understand. You might think a lot of new traders get into what's called beginner's luck. All right. So they might make big percentages, but what they don't understand is that they are gambling heavily to earn those percentages. And eventually, it's going to turn. Eventually, you're going to lose your account if you're trading that way. I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people get really excited in the beginning before they actually know what it is. But again, if you make 2% a day daily, regardless of whether you're trading options, stocks, crypto, whatever it is, you will eventually lose your account with a maximum amount of time of 6 months. Within 6 months, your whole account will be gone. And so if that's truly what you're doing, just be careful. You might want to enjoy what you got, because if you keep trading that way, you will lose your account. Yeah. Choppy market. We actually did break down a little bit too. But yeah, choppy market for sure. And again, I'm not a hater. I'm just trying to help traders, to be honest, because a lot of sensationalism going on in markets. And so if you're actually doing that, congrats. Just be careful. All right, so the breakdown actually would have worked. So we would have been green in this too. Tesla pulling back a little bit. We see if it bounces. We did finally break out of that downward range, though, or that choppy sideways range. So again, we'll give it time. Let's see if the second flush happens here. So we are riding the flush down. Still break it down here. If we bounce, we'll short. Is what we're going to look at doing. All right, we're going to short into this little small bounce. We got 2 contracts here. Down a little bit. I want to give it time to really work, though. There we go. Slightly in the green now. We actually bought, we're shorting a regular contract of the micro here. See if we get a flush break under lows. So we just made another 50 there. We're up in this one too. We're going to go and take another contract off and let the rest ride there. I'll go ahead and get out that too. All right, so we're green on the day again. We are up about 200 on the day. Here's our profit graph right here. We're up about 197.50. We do have an upwick, so that's nice to see. We'll see if that holds. But yeah. Yeah, we're again. Sergio, yeah, man. Listen, you sound really conservative, making 2% a day in options. Um, congrats, man. It's all good here, dude. Anyways, micro E-mini bouncing up a little bit. Tesla just cracked under the previous closing price, under the previous close. Gold up to 187.70s. SPY is looking weak. Again, I thought the market was a little extended heading into the open. Yeah, I mean, we're green on the day. We got a cushion now. We'll probably start to take some large size. I'm going to take 3 contracts here on the bounce and then maybe add another 3 or 4 if we move up to maybe this level here and then not hold anything past that. I think is the plan. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be mean, guys. It's all love here. Y'all can believe whatever y'all want to believe, and I can respectfully disagree and hope other traders don't believe it, but we can all be respectful. It's all good, man. Gold, very strong today. All right, so we didn't get the chance to add to this position here, so we're just going to sit and wait. Take one more ad here, get 4 contracts. See if we reject here. Gold breaking highs, Tesla breaking down. I got to watch the other stuff too. SPY looking weak also. Ty Lopez, the GOAT, Listen, Ferraris aren't valuable. Books are, okay? Do y'all remember that ad? Again, we might add a little bit more to this. I see Tesla looking weak. That's the only reason I'm thinking about adding to this. But the short side, I mean. All right, there we go. That's looking better. But again, we are sideways over the last 4 minutes here. 4 contracts right now. I'll break even if it doesn't. But all right, we just took half off, so we're not going to lose here on the rest now. 1 contract here. We're up about 220 on the day now. Go get the rest. So yeah, here's our P&L right now. We're up about 220. Win-loss ratio is about 12-1. So I think we've gotten in multiple trades, haven't lost. Our drawdown's about $90. So that's not bad. We'll see if it continues. Just riding the trend down here. Market's downtrending, so that's just kind of what we've been doing is shorting. Yeah, I remember it, Bicon, however you pronounce your name. Sorry if I was wrong. But no, I remember him, man. Again, the problem is if I can help you guys understand all these different markets, it'll help you more. The problem is that the only way you're really going to be making money affiliate marketing is if you have a following or traffic. The big problem is that people who are desperate to make money, again, confirmation bias, one of the most powerful human things. people that are so desperate to make money, they ignore logic. They don't understand, right? Like they claim you can make all this money affiliate marketing. The only way you're really going to do that, and listen, I make 6 figures affiliate marketing, right? But the reason I do it is because I average millions of views a year. You know, we've got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, we average millions of views a year. That's the reason we can make that. But for a normal everyday person, they're not going to do it. They're not going to be able to make that much money. It doesn't matter how good the pitch is or anything like that. It just doesn't matter. And so telling people that, if you buy somebody's course that they're going to make money, like basically you want to do that, build a following in whatever you're passionate about. Like that's what you do. You build a following, whatever you're passionate about. The drop shipping thing is the same, right? The drop shipping thing. Oh, you want to make money without actually doing anything? Oh man, drop ship. Wow. Like it's so saturated. You got so many people just trying to do it. It's kind of like in real estate, it goes with like, hey guys, creative finance. You want to know how to make $5,000 a month? Talk somebody into giving you their house. Buy my course on talking people into giving you their house. You talk somebody to giving you your house, boom. You rent out the house, you make $2,000 a month, boom. Buy my course. That's essentially what they're saying. Like, oh, hey guys, you want to make all this money? Talk somebody into giving you their house. Talk your friend into giving you 10K. Boom. 10,000 a year, just doing that. You get 5 people to do it, boom, 50K a year. Creative finance, Y'all think about it. Don't fall for it. Be smart, guys. Be smart. Yeah, the thing he was selling was dreams, absolutely, man. But again, people want to believe it, so they do. Again, understand the psychology of it. Confirmation bias. You want to believe something, so you do. Very strong. Very strong. Man, Disney getting hammered. Again, I'm going to add a little bit down here, but we're not going to add too much. I don't want to take too much risk with this. So we'll give it time, but not the most confident in it. And it's a longer term trade, so it's all good. All right, market's finally starting to bounce up a little bit. Again, we're green on the day. I don't want to take too much risk, so we're going to try to slowly build up our profit on the day. We'll see if we do, but also, guys, if you haven't already, check out Chart Prime. Chart Prime is one of my sponsors, genuinely good sponsor here. Again, what they do is they give you custom trading view signals and alerts. And so they give you reversals alerts. They show you where reversals might show up. They show you intraday reversals as well. Pretty powerful, like if you look at them here. So if you look at this is Chart Prime right here. And you can use it in stocks, crypto, Forex, futures, all that good stuff, right? This is Chart Prime. It's a trading view indicator service. And so they give you custom alerts, basically, is what they do. And again, can be powerful because if you look at this, look at how accurate these can be. Again, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. They're just kind of like custom VWAPs and custom alerts and signals here. And so again, my favorite thing to do is find multiple showing up together at once. And so like, here's the reversal down in the bearish engulfing candle. So they show you reversals. Here's the drop that you get. You can kind of see the possible reversal up signal here, and then you get the nice bounce, and then the possible reversal down signal here. You get the nice drop. You get this signal here where multiple show up together at once, and then you get a nice little bounce. And so I can't fake that at all. Yeah, so I can't fake this at all. This is $35 a month, I think, right now. So it's incredibly cheap for what you get. And again, if you think it can give you just a little bit of edge, it's $35 a month. My favorite time frame to actually use this one is the hourly time frame. Sorry, my dogs, we have contractors coming over, so my dogs are spazzing out a little bit right now, so forgive me. But like, look at this possible reversal down. And this is every candlestick represents an hour here. And so, again, every candlestick represents an hour. And like, look at this. Bearish engulfing candle. You get drops over hours and hours and hours. Possible reversal down, drops over hours. Possible reversal down, drops over hours. So we got the AC guy over at our house today. But yeah, Chart Prime, 35 bucks a month, very cheap. And so, yeah, if you want to check them out, here is the link. Again, sponsor of mine, certainly biased in their favor. Here's the link. Check it out. Yeah, market's finally bouncing back up a little bit now. Yeah, what I will tell you this, though, guys, is that if you sit around waiting to critique my sponsors, you're just going to get banned pretty quickly, you know. And so just a heads up there. I think I heard, yeah, man, that's Bruce. Y'all want to see a picture of Bruce? Check him out, man. Here's Bruce. I'll show you. Again, so we got a nice little couple $100 day. This is Bruce the dog right here, if you want to see him. Let me find him. I got him on my page. Bruce is getting big, though, man. Bruce is much bigger than this now. This was him at 7 months. He's almost a year now. Right, here's my dogs. This is Bruce right here. Check him out. That's Rosie.
Ready? Drop it. Drop it. There you go.
That's Bruce right there.
All right, Bruce. Go get it.
That's Rosie. So that's Bruce right there. He's a black German Shepherd. He's cool. But yeah, we're gonna sit around, see if we can trade some more. Hey, thank you, Raphael. I appreciate it, man. Yes, we're bouncing up a little bit. We'll see if the market gives us anything good here. Part of me wants to short it again. I'll short a small piece. We'll take 2 contracts at the beginning, and I might add more as it dips. Hey, nice pounds. Cool, man. Hey, later, Ricky. Yeah, he's full-blooded. Yeah, look, you want to see another picture of Bruce? I'll find it. Hold on. I got a bunch of pictures of Bruce, but he's cool. We got a really good one I posted on YouTube not too long ago. Let me find it. How long ago did I post this, man? Sorry, there he is. So this is Bruce, the German Shepherd. That's Bruce right there. All right, so we are getting a breakdown here. We're up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece. All right, we took half off there. We're going to let the rest ride. All right, we'll go ahead and cut that. Just taking little small gains here now that we're up big. But yeah, that's Bruce right there. He's cool. So yeah, he sounds mean. He looks mean too. He's actually a sweetheart though. He's really sweet. He's a good dog. But yeah, he's cool. And this is him at 7 months. He's probably much bigger than that now. So this is like 2 months ago. So he's much bigger now. All right, we got a rejection here. I'm going to add right back to this. So we are now up about $240 on the day, about $240 on the day. I don't know if the Fed speaking is going to be influencing this market activity, but there we go. Very high accuracy today. We're going to go ahead and take some more off and go ahead and cut it right there. So now we're up about 250. I will take it. Good day, about $250 green day. We were never really in the red at all today. The max drawdown, so the most we were ever down today was about 87.50 or so. Win-loss ratio today of about 16-1. You can see that right there. So not bad, guys, not bad. Again, I'm going to go ahead and close it down now. If you want to check out Top Step, again, this is Top Step. We're trying to build up a cushion so we can take some larger swings in the combine, but not a bad day. Friday, we made about 500. Today, we made about 250. We'll see if we can keep this up. But again, if you want to try out the futures market without taking on a lot of risk, like again, there's a lot of sensationalism with people acting like, oh, it's super easy, you know, guys, you can make 2% every day for years. No, you can't. And a lot of new traders fall for it. A lot of new traders fall for these communities that are just selling them a course, right? These communities are just pumping out courses, slanging courses, and they're talking naive new traders into believing it. And so don't fall for that, guys. Again, if you want to test your skill with limited risk, try out a funded account program. They're genuinely useful. Most people are going to fail these funded account programs because most traders lose. Most traders lose money. Like, that's just the truth, is most traders lose money. It's a lot cheaper to lose a funded account program, still have some pressure. If you pass it, still keep 90% of your profit moving forward than it is to put up 20 or 30K yourself and lose that. All right, it's so much cheaper. And you can essentially day trade the S&P 500. Or you can day trade currencies if you like Forex. The futures market is probably where you want to be. And again, Top Step is the most legit futures funding program in the world. They've been around for over a decade. Check them out. Here's the link. How 2%? Give me some solid advice, please. I don't give out financial advice. But yeah, y'all just be smart, man. Again, 2% is just such an unrealistic expectation. Again, the only people that really genuinely think that 2% a day consistently for year in and year out is actually possible or likely are people who've been sold a dream by a community. And that's fine. There's some great communities out there. There's some great courses out there. I'm not attacking all of them. But there's some that are just selling dreams, and whoever's naive enough to buy it buys it, you know. And so be smart. I'm not trying to, I'm being realistic. I'm trying to protect traders. So I don't claim to be a good trader, bad trader. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't sell a course. We have sponsors, just kind of like the radio station has commercials, but it's still free. That's the same thing here. And so again, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Good luck. I'll be back tomorrow early. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good luck.